So I just got a call from JT. And I'm not a big fan of hanging out with a bunch of crowds. I hate crowds at boat ramps. I just don't like being around like a bunch of people. It makes me uncomfortable. That's a personal thing that I have. But he called me and he's like, bro, they are opening a new lake over in Palm Bay. It's called Headwaters Lake. And it just opened this year. And it is untouched, virgin, epic bass fishery. So I'm like, all right, Ginger King, how epic? And he's like, take epic and times it to the 10th times 1,000. That epic. And the serious tone in his voice indicated to me that he wasn't screwing around. So what we are going to do is, I got the rig all rigged up. I have like 80-pound braid on. I have a bunch of like big punching grass stuff rigged up. This is like Stick Marsh 2.0. This could get absolutely stupid. We're going tomorrow. Come along with me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I got a feeling this is going to be a banger. Let's go. What's up, turkey? Turkey lurkey. Oh, God. We have arrived. I don't even know what they're calling this. I think it's Headwaters Lake or Felsmere Reservoir. I actually got quite a bit of parking. It's pretty sweet. And the ramp looks absolutely epic. But I'm fired up. This is literally untouched waters, dude. Like virgin bass fishery. I mean, this is kind of what these guys used to fish like before. It used to be like in the 70s. Like untouched, fresh. Like, it's going to be epic, dude. I am fired up. This is literally Stick Marsh 2.0. Stick Marsh is like right there. And all the old timers always talked about how they were there when Stick Marsh opened and like how epic and insane it was. This place should be Stick Marsh like 2.0, like the second coming of Stick Marsh. So I'm super excited. In the end, no matter what we catch, it's gonna be awesome. But just to explore something that no one has had a boat on, this is gonna be sick. Let's do this thing. Oh God, awesome hook set and a giant fish. Welcome to Felsmere Reservoir, guys. Oh God, oh God. Cut out that hook set, dude. Whoa, whoa. Guys, that thing like ate it. I wasn't even reeling, like dragging the worm, and that thing ate it on the way down. Wow. All I can say is, if you come here, you better be ready. That's a 6.5, 7 pounder. Dude, let me let her go. But we're just dragging a 7-inch fat ace. Go ahead. There's a little bit of chop out here, and there's a little gap. The grass, when the wind blows, you can see gaps in the grass. And literally, dude, threw it out there, and I'm just dangle-dicking, petting dog, you know, hanging out. And my rod goes, whoop. And I'm like, oh. I set the hook like a girl. I landed the fish. That's all that counts. Whoa. If that's what this place is made of, whoa. So let me show you what I'm rigging up, and it's kind of stupid, but there's a method to my madness. So I got a 7-inch fat ace in Florida. If you guys have ever fished down here, you know a black with blue tip is money. I don't know why everybody throws it, but it works. I have a 6/0 offset shank. I think it's an Owner Wide Gap Plus, and then that's a Hogtech 3/16 with just a little bullet weight. I mean, it's your classic Texas rig. The reason I'm using a straight tail, like a straight worm versus like a ribbon tail or a creature bait, is there's a lot of strandy hydrilla, and what you'll find with this is it fishes a lot cleaner through that stuff. You can kind of get it hung and like pop it off of the hydrilla, almost like you're fishing stumps or something, and just pop it off the hydrilla. I'm using a big bait because 1, I like throwing big stuff. 2, they're eating it, and it's what I first had rigged up. And 3, these fish have never seen lures.
I've heard about a lot of guys catching a ton, like 100, 60, 50, like 2.5 to 3 pounders. I'd rather get less bites and catch some mondos, and that first bite just like it keyed me in, dude. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna Texas rig this thing. So you put it right through, you run the hook just like that, pop that offset shank through, and I'm just threading it in. I'm not passing the hook through at all. Let me straighten it out just a hair. And it's a pretty straightforward presentation. It's nothing fancy. I'm not really passing the hook through because some of this stuff is thick, and I got it on 20-pound fluorocarbon. I think this is Cigar Red Label. I feel like I might need to retie. But 7.6, medium heavy, a little bit heavier rod, longer rod for this hydrilla. I didn't think I'd be throwing this. I've thrown a frog round. I caught a few on a whopper plopper. We're gonna pick that back up because that's how I'd rather catch them, because it's fun and like topwater's awesome. But in the end, in the dead of summer, it's tough to beat a worm.
Fish on. Same deal, guys. Just right through that little cut. Nice little 3-pounder. Look at that bug. And on the worm, I kind of expected to be catching them on a bunch of frogs and stuff like that. Yes, bug. Relax. I know you're excited. It's a little 2-pounder, but kind of confusing. I'm a little surprised. So little windblown cut right through the grass. Same pattern. Oh, I wonder if we got a pattern. Oh dear. Oh. Coming through the grass. Oh gosh. Stand there. Golly, you're so strong. Oh dear. Bog, look out, Bog. We got a big one. Come in here. Oh, that's another one. I mean, the last thing I thought I'd be throwing is a worm. But boy, oh boy, they are chewing it. And same exact pattern. I'll show it to you in a minute. Let me get this beautiful fish released. Dude, this place is dumb. Well, that's another 4.5, 5-pounder. Wow. But here's what I want to show you. There's no pattern in Florida. Let me be the first to say it. But this is an old school kind of deal that we used to do, and we still do on Okeechobee from time to time. If you'll see, we got 2 mats. There's one right there, and there's a little one that's a little harder to see right there. But there's a space in between them. And the wind's blowing, I think it's blowing out of the south. So it's blowing right through that cut. And this is bass fishing 101, dude. There's current blowing through the cut. It blows bait through the cut, it blows brim through the cut. Those fish set up on the little points inside the cut. Like, it's super simple because there's no pumping of water, there's no current really in Florida unless you're fishing a gate. So you can kind of target wind-blown points, but grass points, not like your points on like on Gunnersville or Smith Lake or something like that. And just throwing that worm, like literally the last lure that I thought I'd be picking up today. I'm like, I'm gonna catch them on a frog, I'm gonna catch them punching, I'm gonna catch them on a friggin' spook, and I'm throwing a worm. This is old school Florida fishing, dude, but I'll take it. Golly. It's a little guy, but he crushed it. That was cool. Look out, Bug. These guys are dangerous. Look out, Bug. Get. You gotta look out. Please don't laugh at me. Please don't laugh. I have actually never caught a fish on this guy. A whopper plopter. This guy right here. It's basically like a kind of a kicking, the back spins like that. Almost looks like a buzzbait in the water. But one of the reasons I have it tied on is there's a lot of like spaces between the hydrilla and all the grass, and the grass isn't topped off everywhere. If you look, there's kind of like an isolated mat there, and then there's scattered grass all through here, and that's why I got that worm tied on and that whopper plopper, because I can kind of throw to the points of these little mats or just reel that whopper plopper over open water. And these fish, dude, they haven't seen lures. Like, some of them have been caught by some of the kayakers, but these are virgin fish. So I want to call them in and just have them slash at it, dude. We'll be able to punch this stuff and do all that kind of stuff months down the road, but I'll take a few more bites on a whopper plopper. That's fun, dude. God. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, just crush that whopper plopper. Dude, that's a 3-pounder. Look at that. Look out, Bog. Look out. He sure didn't look that big. This is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, she crushed that frog. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, that is how. Stop, Bog. Stop. That's how you end the day. Dude, annihilated that frog. Just a little popping frog, a little jackal popping frog. Wow, dude. Can you say frogfish? I mean, dude, smashed it. Let's get her back though. This is all a catch and release lake, so you gotta get them back real quick, dude. So here's the good news, here's the sad news. I only got a few hours out here and my time is literally done. That fish smashed that frog. Dude, if you guys want to come out here, this is Fellsmere Reservoir. They're calling it Headwaters Lake. Literally right over that dike is stick marsh, so you can access both bodies of water. If you got any questions about it, JT knows all about this place. Like he lived in the area, he's fished stick marsh a ton, he understands how these fish behave, and we're probably gonna do like a little kind of walkthrough fishing report with him and just talk to him about patterns, what you can do out here. I'm gonna tell you what I did. And I think, in all honesty, you can do just about anything. Just keep in mind, I punched for a while and did not get a bite. So keep in mind, these are stupid, never seen a lure before fish. Like you catch a bunch, like my camera overheated, I caught at least like 30, 40 fish. Like stupid, dude. Caught like a 6-pounder. But my rigs that I had a popping frog, just like this guy. I believe that's a little jackal. You guys have probably seen that thing before. Awesome popping frog, a little bit bigger body too, which I like for out here to get some bigger bites. I got that on a 7.3 heavy, so I can hit, basically I was targeting some of these like little smaller holes in the grass. It's kind of scummy. It almost fishes like Gunnersville, dude. There's holes and then there's like that cheesy gooey stuff. The hot topic though, dude, was this guy. 20-pound fluorocarbon, a 7-inch fat ace. I got it on a 7.6 medium heavy, just a little stiffer, medium heavy. But just your classic worming rod. Throw it like around the holes, around the corners. If there's a little breeze out here when you're out here, which cross your fingers that you have it, because I think it helps. It'll line those fish up in little cuts, little guts, little like I guess you call it little what do you call it, punches or squishes, like basically between little mounds of grass where that current kind of stacks up, the bait stacks up. And then I also caught a few on a Wopter, which is all the way under here. Just, you know, your classic black, the big one with some yellow in it. I got that joker on braid, 40-pound braid on it's actually a medium action rod. I like throwing my Topwaters on like a little softer rod. I also would try throwing a chatterbait out here, but like I said, my time is done. This place is stupid. Like, I'm sure there's giants in here. We didn't catch any monsters, but we caught a couple bigs, got a lot of bites, and it's just fun. Like, you drop in, you run around, and there's grass everywhere. It looks like old school Florida, man, like old school Okeechobee, and that is fun. So props to you, FWC. This is a great creation that you've made for any angler, whether you're a snowbird coming down to fish or whether you're just somebody like that lives down here, lives down the street and just, you know, moseys on that dirt road. Couple things to keep in mind. You have to be extra safe out here. There's a lot of kayakers out here and there's a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, so you gotta take it easy and be careful because there is a lot of thick grass, so you don't want to get yourself stuck in a pocket or something like that. So just be mindful. Overall, navigation wise, there's a lot of warnings about, you know, big stumps and man-made stuff. I've felt pretty safe. I was always in 3 to 5 feet of water. It was pretty chill. I didn't visit the southern part of the lake very much. I stayed kind of in the center and the northern portion where there's a lot of hydrilla. I don't know about that, but where I ran around up here, as long as you don't see a man-made structure, you're pretty safe. Like it seemed like you were good. If you got close to, there's like a dike over there and stuff like that. When you start getting close to that, all of a sudden it'll come up and it's 2 foot, 1.5 feet, and it gets a little sketchy. So be a little careful there. But once you get out on the main lake, you're kind of free to roam. There's a bunch of ditches out here.
it is cool. We're definitely going to come back here. Hopefully I'll get you another video. We'll have to see, but we'll definitely get a fishing report from JT. Thank you guys for watching. I had so much fun making this video, so hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy just having fun, getting out, bending the rod, because that is exactly what we did today. Bog, are you a little warm? You ready to go in? You want to say bye to everybody? Say goodbye, Bog. Best fishing bog in the world. That's a wrap.